What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Detroit. Now this is directed by Catherine Bigelow and it is based on the 1967 Algiers Motel incident which occurred during the riots of Detroit on 12th Street. So they had like police cops who were like brutalizing like young black males and I think 2 white girls. Now the details of what really happened inside the motel is kind of like shady, but this film is kind of like a fictionalized dramatization of the film itself, so there's actually like differences in it. So some of the stuff probably really didn't happen, but then again it did happen. Now I must say this film, I thought when it started off, like the look of like the camera, the way the camera was always like jerking, like it's like a real life event going on, like a news event. That did give it like a realistic feel, but I still thought that was kind of like making the film kind of bothersome to a certain extent, because it did kind of bother my eyes, But overall, this was like a very well, I think, like acted film. It was like very tense too. It was like moments where I really couldn't even look at the film, You didn't know somebody was gonna get shot, Plus like the racial slurs that the cops were throwing out and so on, So overall, I thought I did enjoy this film, Now this film stars John Boyega, Will Poulter, Anthony Mackie, and like other actors and actresses too as well. Now, John Boyega, he plays like this role of like, I think like a security guard, who's there and he's like witnessing the event, Plus he's African American as well, So he's kind of like leverage for like the victims themselves. Now another person who's in this too is Will Poulter. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He plays like one of the other cops, and he was alright. Like he starts out with like a bad rep already because he shoots one of the like a robber who's like running away from a store. He shoots this guy and he wasn't supposed to do that because the guy was running away, so he's already getting a bad rep from like his like higher powers, I guess you could say. So you could tell already he's kind of like having like a bad rep, as far as like police go, So he's actually at this incident too. Now what draws all this going on at this Algiers Motel? Supposedly they thought that like the SWAT team, I think like the cops and so on, they thought that somebody was shooting at them like a sniper, but it turns out that it was supposedly a toy gun. In the film itself, it shows that it was like a toy gun that was shot out the window, So that's what the big part of the problem was, that all the officers of SWAT team, they had to rush to the Algiers Motel, and that's when all this began to happen, Now, of course, 3 young black males, and I think teenagers too, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I know some of them were teenagers, ended up being killed, and it's still kind of like the history behind what happened is really like kind of conspiracy, so they don't really know what really had happened, But overall, this film was like tense, when they have like the victims up against the wall, they're threatening to kill them if they don't tell them who shot the guy shot out the window, All the moments like that were very tense and like scary, because at points, at times I couldn't even look at the film, I was like, whoa, I want to see nobody get shot or blown away, and then they did get shot, so that was kind of shocking, But overall, I thought like the performances like John Boyega, Will Poulter, Anthony Mackie, and some of the other people too as well. I'm not going to touch on all of them, I thought they did a good job in the film, And at times, like I say, it's like it's really wasn't that much really going on, You just had them all like in this tense situation at the Algiers Motel, so you don't really have too much going on. And then when you think the film is actually over, it actually keeps on going. They had to go to trial and see what happened. They had to actually, did they convict like these cops that did this, or did they go to jail and so on? So you have to get to see all that, what goes on. Because I really wasn't too familiar with this incident, even like the riots, that's not really too big in my head as far as like history go, So I wasn't really too big on that, But I thought Catherine Bigelow, I thought she did a pretty good job with like the direction of the film, the look of the film, Like when it started, like I said, it had all these like jerky like movements and stuff, almost like a real life like thing going on, So it kind of makes sense that it would have to be that way, But it did kind of like bother my eyes, I thought the scenes with the people like riding around like the city of Detroit, like the look of it has like gloomy and like, it's almost like a futuristic wasteland to a certain extent, because you see like cars like blowed up, stores like broken into, people running around like zombies and stuff. So that I thought that kind of lent the film like a good like claustrophobic like and terrifying feel, But overall, I'm giving Detroit, I'm giving this I kind of want to give it a B- because it was like other things I didn't really kind of like about it, because it's like it's like it wasn't really, it was something still missing by. But I'm going to give Detroit, I'm giving this a B. And I would highly recommend this for like fans of like the, I guess anything driven for like the 60s, like civil rights movement in that time period, and so on and everything, So that's my review for like Detroit. I'm giving this a B. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.